how I feel about the how my first impressions of the gameplay and why the game was receiving a lot of hate, but now I delve deeper into it. So I was looking at some review scores. I was looking at some review videos. Well, I see some user reviews and a couple of videos, and now I know why. A lot of people are very unhappy with the story, the and Joel dying. Which I mean, I can understand why he's a main character, but I just want to get it out there. Now I know why people are very unhappy. So I delved deeper into it. But let me start off by saying this. Uh, yeah, please before I start. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment. Please share this video. I just want this video. I think I just want people to see my perspective on how I feel about this video. I mean, how I feel about my take on this game. All right, let me start by saying this. Let me start by saying how the gameplay. Well, what I would rate it. So right now, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, I would probably need to. I probably need to do another playthrough to fully get my full honest opinion about the game. I probably need another playthrough. I don't I don't know if it's on par with the first one, but they're pretty close. Like I said, a lot of loose ends, as I mentioned in my previous video. That it ties up a lot of loose ends and it explains a lot. So this is just how I feel right now. So this video is basically how I feel right now. So the story, there's a lot of spoilers in here. So if you have not played this game, if you're currently playing it, you have not made it this far, it's, there's a lot of spoilers in here. Like I said before, I will leave a disclaimer. I put this in capital letters for a spoiler on it and everything. So I just want to let people know what they're getting into before they watch this video. So turn back around right now if you have not beaten this game or have not played it. 'Cause I have to address a lot of issues. So the story. The story is a revenge tale, and it's in a unique way. It's in the form of two different perspectives. One is Abby, the one who kills Joel, and the other is Ellie, the main protagonist. Well, in this game they're both main protagonists, playable protagonists. One is a one seeks revenge on from her father dying. The other seeks revenge, obviously because she killed Joel. Like Ellie seeks revenge on Abby because she killed Joel. So it gives you two perspectives. You play both. You play 15 hours using Ellie, then you play the next 15 using Abby, and you see both their perspectives. Now I will say the only thing I didn't like about this game, I felt like it overstayed its welcome. Because I felt like some of the things I didn't really need to know about, like her relationship with Owen, maybe, and Manny and them. I don't think that I don't really need to know all that. I felt like that was a little over excessive. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't really needed to. It could have been. You know, they could have either toned it down, or limited some of it, or just would been a little bit more brief. But I did like the fact that she takes care of these two Seraphites or Scars, you want to call them. They're like outcast. She takes care of those two. I did like that part. I like the part that she takes care of those two. I did like the part. I mean, it's some redeeming factors and qualities I take from her story. But overall, it was a pretty good experience. But let me get back to it though. So it's a revenge tale from two different perspectives. I did like, and there's a lot of spoilers in here. I'm sorry if you, like I said before, if you have not played this video game, or if you if you are and you have not made this far, I'm sorry. I will put this in captions, bold letters, whatever you want to say it. But I have to address this though. So yeah, and about the scores though, like I said, I found out why people are very unhappy. People don't, they think the story is nonsensical. It doesn't make sense. A lot of people are just hating the fact that they killed off Joel, one of their beloved heroes. And here's, like I said, my opinion will never change about Joel. I still do not like him. I do not like what he did, or yeah, I don't like what he did. I'm sorry. I might be an oddball here. I just do not like what he did. I understand he's a human, if we were all given that same choice, a lot of people would have made the same choice. I'm pretty sure. That doesn't make it right though, and I cannot get over it. I do not. I just don't like Joel. I mean, I felt like he got what he deserved. I mean, when you kill millions of people, there are repercussions and consequences. There's a consequence for every action that you do. And another thing, a lot of people were telling me. Well, I was reading on the review sites and videos, seeing on videos. People are like, "Well, why would Joel just willingly give up his name like that to some outsider? Like, he has morals and stuff, like codes and laws that he go by, and he just was willingly able, just willingly, he was just willingly, just able to. I mean, it just was he was just willingly give out his name like that. Like I said before, that if you see my previous video, I mean, maybe he didn't, he don't know who they are. Like I said, we were just introduced to these characters early in the game. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't know who Abby and them were. And yeah, about the story though. So so Ellie, she she goes across town. It's a lot of spoilers to find Abby. Let me start with Abby first because, all right. So Abby, in the backstory, her father dies from Joel, and she seeks out revenge. So throughout the story, though, you will see her, her and Owen's relationship, the time they spend together, her and Manny's relationship. Well, not relationship, but their bond. Her and Mel's relationship, which is a not suspect. I mean, it was those two didn't really get along because obviously, here's a spoiler. Abby dated Owen before he got Mel pregnant, so there's a little tension between those two. They try to get along, and then and then late in the game, there's a part where, like I said, she gets captured by these scars, gets hung up, and then these two kids. One name is Lev, the other name I think is Tara. They rescue her. The other girl gets her arm cut off because of complications from one of the scars that were hit. They broke her arm basically. She had to get it cut off. So throughout the game though, Abby takes care of Lev because Tara dies. There's a lot of deaths in this game. Jesse dies too. Jesse dies in the first time that Abby encounters Ellie. And yeah, the fights I like some of the fights. Like the second fight, I the first fight, I mean, Ellie and them. The first fight I kind of thought was pretty cool too. Abby beats down Ellie. She has a chance to kill Abby. I mean, no, she has no to kill Dina, but she decides not to. She tells Ellie, "Don't come back." She don't want to see her face again, and then they go to separate ways. Couple months later. So after the first encounter, like when she holds up Uncle Tommy, has him held at gunpoint. So they fight. She gets the better of Ellie the first time. She tells Ellie she doesn't want to see her face again, and she walks off her and Liv. So a couple months later, you see Ellie and Dina. They stay together. Ellie starts taking care of the baby. There's a part where there's a tractor. They live in a farmhouse. Takes care of the sheep. There's a tractor. You see her walk with the baby, interacting with the baby and with Dina. Then Uncle Tommy comes. He's in bad condition from what happened earlier with her and Dina. With him and Dina. He's in bad condition. So he has this map. He tells Ellie, well, I hear that there's these two people. One of them is a female built like an ox. The other is this bald-headed kid who wields a bow and arrow. And Dina was like, why would you bring this up? Blah, 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 blah. Ellie, later that night though, Ellie starts packing up and divorce. So Ellie, she goes and gets she Dina's like, oh, so if you leave, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not waiting for you to come. I'm not waiting for you around. So Ellie, Ellie decides she wants to go after Abby and decides she wants to finish it. So at this point forward, I think Dina's gone, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Like, yeah, I have been in the game, so I know what's gonna happen. I'm just letting you guys know. So, no, back to Abby. So this is after the fight. So Abby, she finds his house and it's Constance. She finds his house in Santa Barbara, and yeah, she gets in his radio frequency. She's like, "Hey, are there any firefighters out there?" And they respond to tell her, come meet her, come meet them." She's so psyched, so she leaves the house. She gets ambushed. No, during the ambush, she gets her and Lev get kidnapped. They get kidnapped during the ambush, taken to some type of house. So back to Ellie. Ellie, now this is back to Ellie. She's gotten to Santa Barbara, California. She's on her way to meet them. She encounters this one guy. She gets caught too. And she encounters this one guy who's like, "Are you looking for this girl named Abby, right? I know who she is." And this is the part I don't like. I don't like the fact that she killed the guy. I mean, he gave her the information. I felt like she was going rogue. She let her emotions get the better of her. Her anger for Joel. I understand this is a revenge story, but she just lost all her morals and everything throughout this game. That's the only thing I didn't like about that too. So she gets to the house. She frees the prisoners because there's a lot of prisoners that get locked up, and she gets to the outside and she finds the Abby. Abby's hanging there, tied on this cross. She cuts her down, and like I said, I was psyched. I was like pumped. I was like, yo, I want them to fight. Then I started to feel bad for Abby because she lost all her weight. Her hair was cut off. She wasn't in no condition to fight. But Ellie's like, I don't care. I want to end this right now. So Ellie starts beating her, tearing her up, and she has Abby pinned down. And the whole time she has her pinned down in the water. So like, Abby can't really breathe. She has her pinned down. She has a chance to kill her. The whole time while she's drowning her face in the water, she has these flashbacks of Joel. And the most surprising part about the fight wasn't the brutality. It was brutal, but for me, it was the fact that she just let up. Ellie just let up and she let her go. She let Abby go. Like, that was humanity right there. Like, despite all the loss, everything she's endured, she lets her go. I don't know how I feel about the ending. Like I said, I have to do another playthrough. Which, if you do want to see me do another playthrough, I will just leave comments, like, subscribe. If you want to see me bring back this series, so you guys can experience it with me. But yeah, like throughout that play, like I was really shocked with that. I didn't expect that. I thought one of them would end up dying, but at the same time, I didn't want any of them to die after that point because I felt like they both went through a lot. Abby lost her father because of Joel, and Ellie lost Joel because of Abby. So it's a revenge story. It's a unique story. Like it's a revenge story, like a true revenge story, from two different perspectives. There's no right or wrong here. Each person feels entitled. Each person thinks what they did is right. Abby feels killing Joel. Abby's friends is the right thing to do. There's no right or wrong in this thing. But yeah, I mean it's a pretty good game. Like I said, I don't like my opinion though, for real. I would think that this is probably on par with the first one, but like I said, I have to do another playthrough. I might do a new game plus. I have to see more of this game, but really get my final thoughts in this game. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty fantastic though, man. And back to the Joel part. I know a lot of people love him and adore him, but Joel was not a man without flaws. I cannot emphasize this enough. He was not a man without flaws. I know I might sound like a hater, but I disagree with Joel. I know I said this plenty of times. I know you're tired of me saying this, but I just want to make this clear. I'm against Joel, and I will always be against Joel. I just disagree with what he did. I cannot get over what he did. But yeah, even at the end, well, it was a flashback at the end. So after all that, oh yeah, Ellie comes back home. After she lets Abby go, she comes back home. She finds Abby. No, she finds Dina gone. Like everything in the house is gone. The baby, her, the rooms are cleaned out, swept out. Everything's gone. And like I said, Dina's gone too. So right now Ellie's on her own, and she lost two fingers too, with the fight of Abby. And the final part is this flashback between her and Joel. The flashback between her and Joel. She's like, "You're an asshole," and Joel's like, and she's like, "I can never forgive you for what you did." And he was like, if if I had another choice, I would do it again." And she's like, "I would try to forgive you, but I don't think I can ever can." That stood out to me. Like, what Joel did really is villainous. No matter what perspective you want to say, it's villainous, man. If I'm sorry for that. If Ellie can admit it, it's villainous. But I just want to put my thoughts and impressions of this game, man. Like I said, it's a really enjoyable game. Like I said in my previous video, it's catching a lot of flack. I don't know if it should or not. I mean, we're all entitled to our own opinions. The story was trash. There's not a right or wrong answer. It's not subjective. But I don't think it should be getting review bomb like this, though, man. There's worse video games out there than this. I played worse. This is not the worst game by any metrics or standards. So we'll get that out there too. I played Death Stranding, which is way worse. And people calling this a walking simulator? Have you played Death Stranding, people? What the heck is Death Stranding? It's a monotone, repetitive, tedious game with little to that leaves the user with little to no desire to keep playing. But I just have to get this out here. Yeah, this please, like I said, please share this video. I really need this video to get I really want people to see my perspective on how I feel about this game. Yeah, thank you for giving me your undivided attention, and peace out. King Gamer out. Thank you.